Hello students, now we will see how to write program for this pattern. Once this program is over, we will convert the same program for different patterns. Now first you can take in a class, so name you can give, so P2 I am giving, any name you can give for class. After that public static void main you can take, so public static void main. So here string arguments you need to give, string args. So now after this, now here you have to write the logic. So before writing any program, it is better you can convert the pattern into rows and columns. So now I'm converting this pattern into rows and columns. So that is the easiest way you can write a pattern. Okay, there are different ways are there, but I think this is the one easiest and finest way to write program, to write. So once you converted the pattern into rows and columns, you can write number further. For example, this is one row, second row, third row, fourth row, and five rows, and 1 2 3 4 5 columns. So this is actually a alphabet pattern. For this you can take a string, because why we need to take a string? See here, there are different values, a b c d e are different values. If we taken a, see, this is, you treat this is one string, this is one string, this is one string, this is one string, and this is one string. In that, which is the largest string that you can take? So you know, see, these are stored like a string. See how, for example, a b c d, how string will be stored. For example, you are giving string s1 is equal to a b c d. So how string will be stored? So very simple, string will be stored like a b c d e. So that's why what will be happen, so string will be stored like that, index will starts from 0. So easily we can extract the character from the string by method character at, and we can print, we are able to print. So that's why we will take string. How to take string? So in the pattern, which is the largest string, that is you can take, you take each row as a string, and which is the largest string that you can take. So now I'm taking here string s1 is equal to a b c d. So I taken. So once this is over, next you have to write loop for the rows. So how many rows we are taking? 5 rows. In case of strings, instead of taking from 1 to 5, you can take 0 to 4. See, anyway we need count 5. Either you can take 1 2 3 4 5. How many values? 5 values. Or you can take 0 1 2 3 4. How many values again? 5 values. 5 iterations we need. So that's why I'm taking int I is equal to 0 and I less than or equal 4, because we are ending fifth row. So 0 to 4. If you are 6, you take 5. If you are 7, take 6, like that. If a b c d e f is there, on the time you take 5. Okay, now I plus plus, because each time we are moving to one after printing one row, we are moved to next row. Now you can see here, next for int j is equal to again 0, we start from 0, and here you can see how many values we are printing. So that is very important. So now even you have to give the condition. In a first row, one value, second row, two values, third row, three values, fourth row, four values, fifth row, five values. That is equivalent to value. Here what you have to take, you can take like this. I will give like this: j less than or equal I. Anyway, this will take same values. For example, when 0 equal to 0, when I is equal to 0, here you can see I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0. Only one value it will print. Okay, when I is equal to 1, j is equal to 0, and I is equal to 1, j is equal to 1, like that it will be print. So to avoid confusion, do one thing here, small changes you can do. So instead of this 1 2 3, so you can take 0. So it is better 0 1 2 3 4, because string will starts from, it will store index from 0. So now here also you can take from 0th column. Okay, here also what you can do, 0 1 2 3 4. So once this is over, so you understood. So when one two values, when I is equal to 2, so j is equal to 0 1 value, j is equal to 2 2, j is equal to 1 2 values, j is equal to 2 3 values. See, I is equal to 2, we printed 3 values, I is equal to 3 4 values, like that it will be. Next you can use j plus plus. After printing one column, we are moving to next column. So here system dot out dot we are printing. So now we have to extract character from string 1. So now s1 dot character at, so here the, see here, this value a b c d e, here you have to give, for example, j. Why I am giving j? For example, first column always we are taking a character from index 0, second column we are taking a character from index 1, third column we are taking index from character from index 2. So that's why I am giving here j. Okay, so j indicate index of the particular character. So 0 1 2 3, so that's why I given j. Now this will be closed. So after printing all the columns in a particular row, we need to move for next row. So that's why system dot out dot println. So once, what will be happen, once this loop is over, we are moving to next line and we are iterating one more row. So this you can close and you can close. This is the program for this pattern. Okay, by doing a slightest changes in this, you can convert this pattern into different patterns. So I will show here. For example, in case of character j, if you return, in case of character j, if you return character at I, in case of character at j, you given now replaced at I. Now you are able to print the different pattern a, next b b, c c c, d d d d, and E E E E E. So why it is printing? So each time whatever character is equal to the row, that is printed. Only by changing this you are able to print this pattern. So this is the one easiest way you can print the patterns. So I hope understood these two patterns, even by changing a smallest change. So one more I show smallest change in this pattern to print another pattern. So in case of, okay, leave about the string. So just you take a c character, one variable ch is equal to, for example, you declared a here. Okay, here, and don't worry about this line. Now by giving here, for example, what you are giving here, just you are giving here, you are giving here c, just wait. So here you are giving ch, okay, and close. Okay, here open the bracket, and here you are giving ch plus plus. Suppose ch plus plus you given, and close, semicolon, and close. By doing this small change, you are able to print the pattern a b c d e f g h I j KLMNO. By doing the small changes, by adding this character, how it will be work? Because the character a we are assigning, and each time first we are printing one character, Once we move to, we have two values, no? So there we are incrementing each time character. So on the time it will be B C, next it will be D E F, next time it will be G H I J, next K L M N O. Like that you can print. And even more, if you want to print one more pattern by using this, just leave, don't worry about this, and don't worry about this. You can take int int k is equal to, for example, 1 you taken. Okay, example 1 you taken. Here instead of ch you given k, instead of ch you given k, and here instead of ch plus plus you given k plus plus. Then what pattern it will print means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, the same for loops, because 5 rows and same number of values we are printing in each column. But what will be happen, k will be first row 1, next increment to 2 will be print, next increment to 3, like that each time increment and it will be print. Like this, in one video you are able to learn 1, 2, 3, 4 different patterns. I hope you understood. Thank you.